Hey everyone, Joe here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all of you who've been watching my Christmas for 2019 series and sending me such nice comments. I love reading them and I try to get to answer all of them. Even if it's a brief little message, I want you to know that I did look at them and read them and I appreciate them so much. If you're new to my channel and you just stumbled on me, my name is Joe and I like to do a lot of seasonal decorating and especially Christmas. That's my big one. And I have a series this year. I've had a series for the past few years, but this year the series is called Decorate Christmas 2019. And I think this will be part 9, if I'm not mistaken, today. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing on this mantle here in the family room. And you can see I have, if you've been following along with anything I've done, you know I use the brick trick along with the command hooks because I just don't trust those command hooks. A lot of them have been giving way, and you don't want to have your garland or anything else all over the floor. So I try to think of other tricks, to keep this stuff up, especially since I tend to load things up and they become very heavy. I need some security. So what I do is I have bricks. You can see them right here. I have 3. I have 1, 2, and 3 over there. And I just wrap them with paper towels because you're not going to see them anyway. They're going to be covered with some other kind of stuff. And then I'll use the floral wire and I'll hold the garland to the brick as well as to the command hooks, which I do have up here already. So I'm going to be doing another one of my cascading garlands. This year I did one on the china closet, on the top of the china closet, if you caught that video. And today I'm going to be doing another one. I have it done already. I created it a couple of years ago and I just take it down and I keep using that one, when I do use it. All it is a piece of straight garland running in a horizontal line, and then I take other pieces of garland and I cut them at varying lengths, some shorter, some longer, and then I stagger them along so that it gives that cascading look to this. It's a variation of either doing the straight or doing the loop or something like that. I got really tired of that loop and I got tired of, I like the straight one. I did it in the Mrs. Claus's she shed this year, but in here, especially here, this is the room we spend a lot of time. We watch television in here, and that's not the sun. That's the light from the camera. So I like that really full look. So I'm going to get that up, and then I'll show you what that looks like after I get that up. Okay, so there you go. I actually had to take the whole thing apart because it needed a haircut. It was too dense and things had moved around and it looked really bad. So I had to strip it down. I took everything all apart again and I just redid the whole thing. And if you notice, you can't see it from there. I actually added 2 more bricks. I have 5 bricks up there now. And I have a few, I want to say I have about 6 command strips up there. But I think I'm going to put a few more. I'm just a little paranoid. I don't know why. This just gets really heavy. It tends to get heavy in here, especially since it's like all hanging forward. So please, if you do something like this, please be careful. If you saw the last video that I did the village houses in the tree, same thing. Please be sensible and careful. You can tell if something's getting too heavy, if it's starting to jiggle when you're starting out, like right now, even though I have 5 bricks over here, when I move it, I'll see a brick move. So that's not a good thing. So that's why I'm going to add a few more command strips in the back and pull it back because, like I said, it is hanging forward. I don't have any room, because of the television set. I'm just being extra cautious, and I want you to be cautious too. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I have to put the lights back on here. I had to take all the lights off. So I'm going to add in, I think, just white clear lights. Okay, so I have the lights on. I put on 200 mini lights to completely cover this garland. And I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going into my bin with some of my red picks here. And I'm going to do the beads first because I like to add beads along the bottom. and I don't want to be shaking and disturbing everything on the top. So I'm going to put those beads in. So one row is nice, but double's going to be better. Double row. And now 3. And you know, I use floral wire because I want to keep this where I want it and not where it wants to go. This is what I have to work with for the mantle. These really beautiful red pine cones with the silver glitter. They're going to go up on the top. I'm going to put snow up there, and then I'm going to embed these in there along the top of the mantle. Those big, these over here, I think I'm going to use those in the kitchen. I'm not going to use those here, I think. And then I have kind of like these fern leaves that are really glittery. And then these, you recognize these. These are from the Dollar Tree. These red kind of berries. And then I have a few that have more of a glitter on them. And then I have these leaf kinds. So I'm going for some sparkle in here. Okay, so I'm going to start probably in the middle like I usually do. Okay, so what I did first was, these are really large picks right here. So I put one in over here, and I added another one in over here. Then I had these berries that have a lot of glitter on them, and I made them in a circle. That is 4 picks, making that circle. And then I took one of these red pine cones with the silver edge, and I put it in there. So that's the center. Then I went to each end, and I had these cascading leaves, these very shiny leaves. These are 3 picks, 1, 2, and 3, and I did the same thing on the other side. And now I'll start filling in with other leaves and some poinsettias, I think. Okay, so I stayed up until 2:30 a.m. doing this, and it's 7:30 in the morning right now, and I'm taking it apart because it's not right, and I'm not liking it. And I think it's too Las Vegas looking compared to what I have on the windows. So I'm going to have to kind of take it apart and then start a little bit differently. Okay, back to almost 0 again. And at this time, I think I'm going to go with a more natural kind of look, like this. So this is where I am now. I toned it down in terms of the glitter. I went more with the natural look, so it goes with what I did with the windows. Now I'm going to be putting the tradition. So here's where I am right now. Okay, I did it. It's a more natural kind of look. The berries, or not glitzy and whatnot. And I added the regular pine cones in, not the red glittery ones. So it goes with what I have around the windows. So let me take a step back without trying to get blurry or fall. Okay, so I have some red and green ornaments. I think I'm just going to add a few into here, and then I'm going to fill in a little bit with some poinsettias, and then this is going to be done. All right, so here is a close-up view of the finished product for the mantle. As you can see, what I did was I added in some of these elongated red and green, and I added in some of these round red and green as well, just to add in just a little glimmer. So I think I'm happier with this one. This one is more natural looking, and it's still very full. It's still, I guess, over the top, I guess. But I'm liking this a lot better. Let me just back up. Okay, so here it is from a distance. It's difficult as always to see in the video, and I have to put the tree up there today. I don't know if I'm going to decorate it, but I have to get that in place, and a couple of other little things here and there, and then I have to go back into the foyer. I'm also working in there, so I'm kind of scrambling right now. So, okay, everybody, so I hope you enjoyed this process. Remember, if you're going to do something as heavy as this, make sure that it's secure very, very secure. Use the floral wire, use whatever you have to use to make sure that it holds in place. All of this stuff seems light until it starts adding up and piling on top of each other, and then it becomes very heavy. So just be cautious of that at all times. And like always, I love hearing from you. And Marianne and I send you a very happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this today, which is the day before Thanksgiving. We hope you all have a very happy, blessed Thanksgiving, and we'll be seeing you really soon. Probably on Friday, I'm going to have another video. So take care, everybody. Eat. It's Thanksgiving.